What was it like going into the Vatican and to St. Peter's as a Protestant?
Oh, I was blown away. I was like, I mean, first of all, I mean, you know what it's like just as a human going into seeing something.
I took Cameron Bertuzzi, of course,
I saw
a couple of years ago, and we went into, it was nice to see his reaction to that as well.
It really was amazing just from the standpoint of, you know, seeing an incredible thing. But I felt like, okay, the church is a lot bigger than what I think it is. And yet it's a lot smaller than what I think it is at the same time. And what I mean by that is oftentimes the Protestant understanding of the church is really hard to put your finger on, because in one sense, it's just about your little local church, and that's it. Your priest, or your priest, I guess if you're an Anglican or whatever, but your parish pastor, your priest, whoever's in charge of you, he's your pope or she's your pope. And that community is where you live out your faith, and that's the church for you. So in one sense, I was learning, well, the church is much bigger than this. It's worldwide. It's universal. It's crazy. But then it's smaller than what you think it is, from the standpoint that if you ask a Protestant, well, what does the Bible mean when it uses the church as a term? Well, it means all believers everywhere, in all times and all places. It's everyone who claims to be a Christian is part of the little c church. So in that sense, I learned that it was smaller than that view because it actually had boundaries around it. You know, it has a visible head. And there I was in front of it. Pope John Paul II, St. Pope John Paul II was there. We got to see him out the window. But what really hit me in Rome was when we went to St. John Lateran, which, you know how they have the pictures of all the popes up there. I was standing in there looking at that because they have all of the different, you know, years of when each person was a pope, all the way back to St. Peter. And I remember standing there looking at that. That made bigger an impact on me than St. Peter's, to be honest with you. Because it was at that moment when I was like, wow, Catholicism really does go back to Peter and to
really
Jesus.
Does. I did the Scovy tour when I was in Rome last, and getting to see St. Peter's tomb beneath the main altar at St. Peter's, knowing that he was crucified upside down at one of Nero's circuses, and that early Christians came and paid reverence to him and prayed at his tomb, and that several altars have been built over the history. But
it's incredible when it's almost like what people say when they talk about going to the Holy Land. It's like, okay, it all became more real to me on another level. And when I was in Rome, seeing that became real to me on another level. Like, there is a church that Jesus started.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, do us a favor, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the video, like, and subscribe.